Hello, thank you so much for joining me for another day of the holiday hoopla here on my channel. So for today's video, I'm actually going to be testing out the new Winter Heatwave collection from Ofra Cosmetics. This is part of Ofra's holiday collection, and I was actually able to pick up 2 of the little mini 3-pan palettes, as well as the mini lipstick bundle. I'm really excited to try all of these out because in the past I've only ever tried one Ofra liquid lipstick before, so now I have a few more shades to test out, as well as some of the highlighters, which everyone raves about how amazing the Ofra highlighting formula is. So I am really excited to try these out. I need some highlight on my face right now. So if that sounds like fun to you, then keep on watching. So as part of the Winter Heatwave collection, Ofra actually came out with a number of these little mini palettes. I picked up 2 of them. I picked up the Midi palette in Spiced Velvet, which has 3 of Ofra's best-selling highlighters. It is Star Island, Bali, and then Blissful. And then I also picked up the Midi palette Toasted Cashmere little guy, which has a blush, the Rodeo Drive highlighter, which is the highlighter that I was most interested in trying out from Ofra, and then also a matte bronzer. So since I don't have any bronzer or blush or highlight or anything on my face, I'm going to go into this guy first. All right. So this is what the inside of the palette looks like. This is the Cheer blush. Here's Rodeo Drive highlighter, and then this is just called the Versatile Matte Bronzer. It doesn't really have a name. So I like to start with my bronzer, so I'm going to do that. I did swatch this bronzer before. It looks like it might be a little bit light for me, but let's see if it actually is able to build up any of the color. So I'm going in with my Morphe Y8 and just tapping into this bronzer. Let me get off whatever excess is on there and start bronzing up my forehead. There's a very nice size mirror in these palettes, even though they're quite small and petite, so that's kind of nice for like traveling or doing your makeup on the go. Let's stamp this into my contour. Yeah, I'm only very lightly seeing any kind of bronzing happening on my forehead. I think it's enhancing. I have a fairly strong contour, like natural shadow on my cheekbone, so I think it's working to kind of enhance that. But as an actual bronzer for the rest of me, I don't think this is doing much. This color is not coming off, or the color payoff is just not really there, so that's kind of disappointing. Okay, well, I feel like that's probably as good as it's gonna get. I've kind of built up a fair bit of color. It is really showing up on my cheek, so let me blend that out. I'm gonna take a larger bronzer brush. It's not blending out that well either. Like, to be completely honest, it's just kind of sitting there and not going anywhere. This is not really doing it for me. It's not my favorite bronzer. It's not having a lot of color kind of on my forehead, but in the hollows of my cheek where I kind of have natural shadows anyways, I feel like it's just kind of clung on right there, and it's really difficult to blend out. So not a ton of color, but where I did get a little bit of payoff, it's just staying and not blending. So I am really hoping that I have some better luck with this blush. It looks very pigmented from the swatches that I did, so I'm really hopeful that this blush is going to be good. All right, I'm going to go in with a angled blush brush. Ooh, oh my goodness. Look how much, so much picked up. Okay, I'm really scared. Let's tap this off. And I'm going to go very lightly. Oh. Wow, I mean, okay. Did I put some on? Okay, there. If I don't tap it off. Okay, okay. There we go. It also, I think this has a little bit of a sheen to it. It's kind of more of a satin blush as opposed to matte, which is not my favorite. I prefer a matte blush, but recently I have been getting into a little more of the satin blushes, so it's okay. I think the tone is nice. I think that's nice. I kind of like that. That's a pretty blush. Okay. Okay, the blush has redeemed this palette. Bronzer, blush, yes. Now, I think the star of the show. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I have the Rodeo Drive highlighter. I've heard such great things about this highlighter. Everyone raves about Rodeo Drive. It's a really gorgeous gold. When I swatched it, it's a really, really pretty gold. I think it will look nice on my skin tone, so I'm excited about that. But let's also hop into the other little mini palette. So in this one, this is the Spiced Velvet palette. And in here, like I said before, we have 3 shades of highlighters. We have Star Island, Bali, and the color Blissful. Swatching these 3, Star Island is a very, very light gold, almost with a little bit of silver. Bali is a copper. Blissful, which I think is probably my personal favorite, it's a really, really pretty kind of pink. I actually really like all 3 of those highlighters in the little mini Spiced Velvet palette. I originally was like, okay, I need to try to use as many of these as possible. Let's see here. I really feel like I need to use Rodeo Drive because it's Rodeo Drive and it's like the one that they are most known for. So I'm going to take a tapered highlighting brush and I'm going to go into Rodeo Drive. Just picking up a little bit on the brush. I'm going to do that just on this one side. Oh, that's going on so nicely. Oh, look at that. That is very nice. Oh, that's pretty. That Rodeo Drive highlighter is everything that I was hoping it would be. It really is. Ooh, that's so, so pretty. Okay. So now I'm going to take the other little mini highlighting palette and I'm going to turn my brush over and I'm going to use the Blissful highlighter on the other side. So this one is the more of the champagne-y pink color. Oh, it's much lighter, but it is pretty. It's going on nicely. That's pretty. That is really, really pretty. This, well, I do have a little bit of dryness under my eyes, but it's not emphasizing it too badly, which is nice. It feels very creamy when I swatched it, so that kind of tells me that it's probably not going to cling on to too many dry patches. That's pretty. I like both of these. On the skin, and they look very similar, even though you can tell Rodeo Drive is a little bit more golden in the undertone, and then the Blissful is slightly pinker. But I think they're both really pretty. Now, last but certainly not least, I think I'm going to go into the color Star Island and use that to highlight underneath my brow bone, since I don't have any brow bone highlight on right now. I just used a matte cream shade from my brow bone highlight. Oh, wow. Oh, that is so light. Yeah, this shade probably would be a little bit light for me to use as like a highlighter just for my skin tone. I'm even going to go over this with just another powder brush to kind of diffuse that a little bit because that is very, very light. It'd be a very nice inner corner highlight as well. That is pretty. That is so pretty. Oh my goodness. I love that Star Island highlight. I really love Rodeo Drive, and Blissful's pretty, and then I can't wait to actually go in and use Bali. I think it would be a nice, let me just top it on. Why not? More is more, especially when it comes to highlight. I'm just gonna tap this on instead of like blending it in on both sides. Oh, that actually, you can see it a lot more on this side. It did give a little bit more of a copper sheen to my highlight, but I'm not mad at it. I think it's pretty. So, for never having used an Ofra having never used an Ofra highlight before, I have to say that I have now joined the fan club. I am all in. I love all three of these colors. I love the formula. They really did not emphasize any kind of texture, because I do have texture, especially right through here on this side. On this side I had some dry patches, and it really didn't cling to the dry patches. It didn't emphasize pores, textures, any of that kind of stuff. So these are beautiful, and I think these colors are really, really nice and really flattering on so many different skin tones. I don't even think this Bali color would probably be too dark for a paler, someone who is lighter skin than I am. And this one, which I was actually really scared of Star Island, I thought this is going to be really light. It actually is not too bad. I don't know if I would use this, and if I did use it, I would go in with a very, very light hand on the cheeks, but this is such a beautiful brow bone highlight. I love this color. So this palette, as well as the little mini toasted cashmere palette, both retail for $35 on the Ofra website. But of course, so many people have discount codes. Just, you know, do a little searching and you'll be able to get this on a fairly good discount. So both of those are a plus amazing yes from me. If I had to take away a point, it would be from the toasted cashmere, just because I'm not really a big fan of palettes that have bronzers, blushes, highlights, kind of the all-in-one face palette when you don't have different shades that cater to so many different people. So that was kind of the only thing that was a little bit not so great about this collection. So now that I feel more alive, I have some blush and some highlighter on, I think it's time to move on to the lips. So in the Winter Heatwave collection, Ofra came out with this little mini lipstick set. So you get 4 of the super, super tiny mini liquid lipsticks for $20, and it is a $35 value for all of these. I do believe all 4 of these shades in this set are existing shades on the Ofra website. So in this little kit, you get the colors Monaco, which is an icy metallic pink. You get Mina, which is a berry vampy raspberry. You get Bal Harbour, which is a perfect mauve nude. And then you get Brickell, which is a true red. So that is everything out of the Ofra Cosmetics Winter Heatwave Holiday Collection. So out of the little liquid lipsticks, I really, really enjoyed this one. I'm wearing Bal Harbour on my lips right now. It's a very it's a rich, cool tone mauve brown, which I think really complements my skin tone well, and I enjoy that one. I also really, really enjoyed the berry colored one called Mina. I thought that one was very, very pretty, and I liked it. The formula for Monaco, which is a metallic liquid lipstick, was nice. It was fine, but I'm just not a huge fan of the metallic liquid lipstick look. And then the last one was Brickell. And it's pretty. It is such a gorgeous true red. Like, it reminds me of candy canes. I think it's great for this time of year. But because the Ofra liquid lipstick formula, even now, I don't feel like this is completely dried down. It is a more of like a velvet formula. If you've tried other liquid lipsticks, kind of like the Kylie's Cosmetics Velvet, it's like the Tarte Cosmetics, they have like a whipped formula, and so it doesn't dry down completely, and it goes on very, very smooth. It's easy to apply, but because it is a little more slippery, it has a little more give to it. Be careful when working with a red. Even with this one, this Mina color, I had to be very, very, very careful that I didn't get out of control when trying to draw the lines. I think using a lip liner with any of these would really help, especially with the dark colors. It would help kind of keep you in the lines and keep it from getting all over the place. I did have some smearing and a little bit of trouble working with this red color, but I always have trouble working with red. And then also it stains the cap. So this is the new formula, or the new packaging for Ofra. They did a rebranding recently, but as you can kind of see, the red lipstick kind of got all over the cap, and it stained it pretty badly. And I tried to clean it off with a little makeup wipe, and it didn't really come off, and now it's just kind of like it's tinted slightly pink. So overall, I think this is a great little gift set. I enjoyed it because it let me try out some more of the colors from the Ofra liquid lipstick formulas. And so that was something that I was really excited in. And for only $20, I do believe it is also currently on sale for only $15 on the Ofra website. This is a really great deal. Pick it up for a gift for a friend, a coworker, stocking stuffer, all that great stuff. So that is that. That's everything that I've tried out. The 2 little mini 3-pan palettes, as well as the liquid lipsticks for the Ofra holiday collection. I was really excited to get to try out some new Ofra things, and I was not disappointed. For the most part, I was not disappointed, and I really enjoyed everything that I tried. So let me know down in the comments below. Have you tried something from Ofra? Do you like them as a brand? What are some of your favorite things, or do you have suggestions for me to try out some new things from Ofra that I maybe haven't tried before? Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell, because I'm coming out with new holiday themed videos all through the month of December, so you don't want to miss a single one. Thank you again. Bye.